Oh, was it in my eyelash?
You're live.
It was live. Hello, everybody.
Are we taking? Can I have the chaser?
Hi, it's Deanne Munoz, and welcome back to the Unleash Your Sexy podcast. As we know it, this is the last Wednesday of 2020, and wow, it has been an incredible year. Ooh, I'm getting chills I get chills everywhere. It's been an incredible year. It's been such a blessing to have each and every. Oh, I was screaming. I was screaming like I was talking to the cell phone. I've literally, that's how off I am. 2 months. You guys had a 2-month break. We're back. That's not even what you said. I was legit screaming at the cell phone. It's been an amazing run this year. It's been such a blessing. Thank you to each and every one of the fans who are watching right now. Yes, you know, if you know me by now, every one of my podcasts are late. So thank you to everyone who's getting notified right now on YouTube. Please make sure you press the subscribe button. Make sure you forward this over to your best friend, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, or someone you know that just loves a great podcast with some pretty girls all the time every single Wednesday, because that's my podcast. Okay, so we're going to end this month and this year stronger than we started. And I have the beautiful Tanya Munoz, correct?
Wrong.
Munoz? Go ahead, pronounce that.
Tanya Maria Quinones.
Oh, I know your middle name. What's your last name? Okay, Tanya Munoz. And we have Teresita Linda here. And we are going to be discussing the topic of what did 2020 teach us? So we all know it's been an insane year. It's been an amazing year. It's been a bad year. It's been a whirlwind of a kaleidoscope of different emotions for every single person. So we want to end it on a good note and take what we learned. Because you got to remember, anytime anything negative comes into your life, an epidemic, pandemic, and every setback is really setting you up for a setup. Every breakdown is setting you for a breakthrough. And we're going to take the positive sides of 2020, what we learned from it, and how we are going to apply it into 2021. And we are going to start over here to the right. So Tanya, tell us first of all, what was your feelings even when you heard about the coronavirus? Like how did you first process everything? Like, is this what you're thinking? Like, oh my shit, I heard about this in the Bible. Like this plague is going to come and wipe us out.
No, not at all. I just feel that when I first learned about it, I just felt like we needed to all take a seat. Life moves so quickly that we all need to take a break, a rest, a reset, focus on what's important. Reset. So my family and I thought, okay, this is meant to happen because we move too fast. Life goes and goes. We don't spend that time with our family or appreciate every day that goes by. We need to just take a reset. What really is important? Is it about our material things, or is it about seeing each other every single day? That was my first thoughts going into it.
Oh wow!
I
didn't think that.
Me neither. I was like, that was deep. I was happy.
I did not feel that at all.
No, I was happy. My dad had to take a seat after working so hard, 7 days a week. He's a business owner, and he was driving a charter bus
Right.
to and from chartering people to the casino. So that's a long drive, and it's a lot of days. There's no days off hardly. He would ever really rest. So I was excited to spend time with him for the first time in over 10 years. See him slow down, us go to the park, work out together. Like, let's get your blood flow moving. Like, let's talk about what's next for you now. Like, it was a bonding time for me and my family, for sure.
Oh, I get chills. Wow.
That's deep, yeah.
Like, we've never spent that kind of time together, ever, in over 10 years. Yeah.
Wow.
That was really exciting for me in the beginning.
Okay.
Obviously, as time progressed, after the 3-month, lockdown, when I started seeing my friends again, when I started to live life again, it was scary knowing that he then had lost his company for over 30 years.
Became a struggle, yeah.
Right, but then I also felt like, I still was optimistic, thinking it happened for a reason. Like, God wanted you to sit down and enter the new chapter in your life. Like, what does this look like for you? How about your daughter should take care of you? It's my turn to work my ass off and not have you be on the streets every day and paying a mortgage like it's not even your house. Like, maybe I need to work harder and buy a house for you guys, let you guys retire. Like, what's next?
Wow. Okay. And during the time period of you reconnecting with your family? Like, what was going through your mind?
I wasn't scared. I was more aware. If that makes sense. Like I was just kind of like analyzing like what's going on per day, each day. What's our routine going to look like now?
Right.
How could I keep my dad motivated to stay and do bigger and better things? How could I also keep him safe? Like he needed to be active. He's not used to ever sitting down.
Like just being home and just
Right.
like being
I didn't want him to be in
yeah.
depression. So I was like, okay, so how could I entertain him enough? We just started doing things that are just out of the normal. We started just going on drives, seeing Long Beach, seeing where we grew up. We go to San Diego, we go to Mexico once. And then my mom was working still. So when on the weekends, like we were going to visit my grandma's grave. Like we were just doing things that we never got to ever really do all the time. We were started eating better, cooking together, praying together, just being a family, for sure. It was our first time in like forever.
I would say that's a really nice like COVID experience. Like
I mean,
I don't
nice
feel like
in
a lot of
sense.
people went through that, like same experience as like that.
Well, that was just the beginning, the first 3 months.
Right.
Yeah, things obviously transpired throughout this year. My uncle ended up, he's still in the hospital. He's not doing well. And it was like a shocker for all of us. So there are tragedies in this, but
We're taking what we learned. The good
yeah,
things.
I learned what family time means.
Wow, that's
Get to know your dad again. Like,
Yeah.
your interests develop and change, right? So in 10
Yeah.
years, we have not had ever Christmas together. In 10 years, not a New Year's either. We had all that from last January until.
Oh, that's nice.
that does make sense.
That's nice. I feel like it did bring a lot of people closer together, like your family, because you're so busy working, living your own life that you forget like your family.
Yeah, I was living in LA.
Yeah.
They're living in Orange County. Like, I would see them once every 2 months. But even then, my dad really didn't have a day off completely. And he was so tired when he would have one every 3 weeks, he'd have a day off and he would sleep.
Right.
You know, like,
Yeah.
my dad was my best friend growing up. So it felt nice to reconnect with him and, like, bond together, even though he got on my nerves so much. Oh, my God. But it felt nice to, like, relearn each
Yeah.
other. Right? Like,
Yeah.
especially the park. The park was a big part in us exercising, because I wanted to bring that to him. I was doing 8 miles a day. I never was a runner.
Right.
I started running. He started walking. Like it was healthy.
I feel like anything fitness wise, when you do with any person, a family member, a friend, it brings a bond
For
because
sure.
you're changing your life. And when you're changing your life with someone, that bond is like special.
Oh, I getting chills, you guys. This is preach.
I'm like, fitness is my life. So anything fitness
Yeah.
related, like, I feel like it's very unique when you do anything like that because you're literally changing your life with someone. And that's a big experience. Like, any of my clients are like, you literally changed my life. Like, you held my life in your hand and you changed it. And so I feel like it's such a big,
right.
it's such a big thing to do that with someone. It's a connection for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
It totally is. Like to see him be able to walk this little like 1.4 mile lap in under 30 minutes, where
Yeah.
he was starting out at an hour.
right.
Big deal. He's had 2 heart surgeries, so that was a big deal.
Definitely. No, it is. That's a big deal for sure.
Yeah.
I love that.
My brother was coming along with his kids.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Like we're all a family. Like this, it was a nice 3 months of, you know,
Yeah.
shut lockdown. I don't want to say COVID. That's not really nice. But
Yeah.
lockdown.
Connecting.
The word
We're
COVID isn't nice.
We're connecting. No.
Connecting with our loved ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so interesting. I like that one.
Me too. And I'm always on a plane. I travel every 2-3 weeks, and
Yeah,
like
you are.
to have time to slow down and just kind of just see what's important and what's real.
Right. Now, do you feel like, I mean, we're still in COVID,
Technically.
Second
right?
wave. Second wave.
We're not 6 feet apart, but we're technically still.
How do you feel now knowing that with your experience you had? How are you going to apply that to 2020 with your family?
2021.
Oh, 2021. I didn't finish for 2021.
Well, now because we see that the colder months have brought my dad and my mom to stop going to the park, I started working so much in the last 4
Right.
months that I haven't had the time to do what I used to do with them. I did buy them a treadmill for Christmas, and so
Oh, that's right, you
I
did.
have this. It has a little TV in it, like everything they need to like work out at home.
Yeah.
So I feel like in 2021 we're still going to implement the fitness. So my mom gets off work at 5:30. Hopefully she can do her first 30 minutes walking. He'll do the next 30 minutes
Okay.
watching our novelas or whatever, and I'll be there cheering them on when I can.
Right.
and just continue on the journey of learning each other. And my dad is now officially retired, which I'm so happy about. So I want to be able to get into our new house in the next 4 months, hopefully, God willing. And then just take it from there, like keep on letting life unfold. My mom retires next year, and just, I want to see them relax.
It kind of happened at a good time. Your connection
It
fell
did.
at the right time
And
where it was
sad.
needed. Yeah.
It's sad because it's
Like you needed something to happen for you to do that.
At a
right?
calamity, we saw the positive.
Right.
You know, and I felt guilty because my friends were not having the best time the first 6 months, but I was.
Yeah.
Even though I was like kind of like unsure of what's to come and why
Right.
everyone's slowing down and how are we gonna live normal, I had the experience of seeing my family and us bonding that I felt warm inside. I felt full.
You were still happy.
Yeah.
Everyone behind the camera, you guys can't see what they're clapping.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, Teresita,
Honestly,
Would you say
in the
that
beginning,
2020 taught you.
in the beginning of this 2020 started like amazing. I jumped into opening my gym literally right after New Year's. I found a spot, I opened it, remodeled, and then COVID happened. So it was kind of like a hit. And luckily, I was secure enough not for it to be a big deal for me. So I was able to remodel and still have the gym and still pay and still not be able to be normal because my life isn't normal. Like my
Right.
income doesn't come from normal job. So I was okay with it. It was just kind of like, okay, what's the next thing? So I just rented this location. I just remodeled, and now I'm told that I can't open, which technically I still haven't had a grand opening.
Right.
But I
think we haven't either here at the studio.
yeah, I just saw it as like I wouldn't say I was naive about COVID, but like
Denial.
it wasn't denial. It's just like my life wasn't about like being out. Like my life was very routine. So it wasn't
Gym
something
home, gym home.
Yes, it wasn't different for me. It was like
Right.
stay home, go to the gym, stay home, go to the gym.
Yeah, but there were shutdown orders for the gym.
I know, but I own a gym. It's my gym. I could go.
She's allowed to be in it.
Oh, yourself.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
So literally my life didn't really change. I was like
Yeah.
home gym, home gym, home gym. So like my life was great. I was like feeling good. I look good, and everyone's like struggling, and they would message me like rude things because I would be in the gym, and
Yeah.
I'm like, it's my gym. I'm allowed to be in it. Like I'm here by myself. So I would say my experience in the beginning was totally different because I was happy.
How
I
about your rent for the gym?
still paid it. I was okay. I
And
was
you were happy
financially
paying
okay.
it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it was
That's good.
either way, it was still like a brand new business to me. So I wasn't expecting a large income because your first
Right.
year of a business,
First year, you're always
you should
out of
not
pocket.
expect money.
Yeah.
You know, you should be expecting a struggle. So I was already expecting that. So I was upset that I couldn't open in April like I wanted to. But honestly, it just gave me more time to have the gym the way I wanted it to be and me feel so comfortable at. And not only that, but I get to experience the gym to myself for like 3-4 months all by myself. It was like mine. And then once I did that, I was like, this is all mine. Like this is my gym. Like I come in here, this is my gym. I can come in here whenever I want. Like if anyone stopped me, I could be like, I'm the owner. What are you gonna do? Like I could be here.
Yeah.
And it just made me feel so good about it. It just made me appreciate what I did even more. That I feel like I'm just so like next month will be my year mark of my anniversary of opening, which I technically never opened.
Ah, the crowd goes wild.
But it just feels good that it's all mine. And you know, I did have help like doing it, but like my hard owned money went into it, and it's all my savings that went into it. And I think
That's your gym. Because somebody helped you design it, didn't mean this is their gym.
Yeah, that's something to do with that.
That's what their
Yeah.
job is, design.
This is your idea, your dream, and someone helped
Yeah.
you design it. It's nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
it's I've been in fitness for like I've kept this shape for like 7 years. So fitness is my
We
life.
love you for it, and so does OnlyFans.
Fitness is my life. So to open a gym was a big deal, and I feel like even though COVID
Huge.
happened, it's been
That's
an
so
amazing year for
huge.
me. Like amazing. I haven't struggled. I haven't had like money loss. I got my own place. I paid for my own furniture. I pay rent for 2 locations. Like I'm doing okay on my own.
Oh, more than okay.
And I feel good. So 2020 has been an amazing year for me. I mean, despite like what I've been going through personally, but business wise and financial wise, this year I probably made the most I've ever made.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Goes for all of us.
Yeah, same.
Literally, that goes for all of us.
Same.
Okay, so then let's see, we're talking about work, family. Okay, so the biggest lesson that I took from 2020, what did 2020 teach me?
An actual lesson though, I didn't tell you a
I'm sorry.
lesson.
Oh, okay,
Something
go.
that I learned from 2020 is
Yeah.
like just to be independent and like just be on your own, because even though the gym was not open, I still had to learn how to make the business run on its own without people and without the support sometimes.
Right.
I still had to learn how to like network and like still make it a thing even though it wasn't a thing.
Right.
Like my Instagram for the gym page has grown so much and we haven't even opened to the public.
I know.
And like, so it's like a thing
Are we
without
at
it being
10K?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, almost.
Working to
Okay.
10K, but we're almost there for our 1 year anniversary. That's a lot compared to a lot of gyms that have people in there.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I'm just so grateful for everyone that has supported me and that's been to the gym or even haven't been to the gym and still like supporting me. Like everything matters. Like opening a business is really hard, guys. Super hard.
Well, that's the life of an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
That's the life of somebody who's a visionary, somebody who has a vision, somebody who has a passion, something, you know, like that's called entrepreneurship. You're taking a chance and a risk, and the bigger the risk, the bigger rewards. And in it, I feel like this year we all like, in regards to like career-wise, like my podcast came in, you know, and I opened up the studio, 7-Eleven Media Group. And, you know, thinking, okay, great, I'm excited. Like this, like I depend on people
Yeah.
to rent this out in order to get money back.
Right.
And the COVID thing came and I was just like, wow. But one thing I do know, just because I'm me, you guys know I'm 44. And I mean, I've been having business since I was in my early 20s, is the first year of having a business is like money. You're always going to be putting money out.
Of course.
Yeah.
Advertising, promotion. You know, you're hooking everybody up. Tag me out. Shag me. Shag.
Shag me.
Huh. Shaggy. That's not.
I don't even know that word. Where did that even come from?
Austin Powers.
I hate that show. I hate Austin Powers.
I hate Austin Powers. I've never seen a
Wow.
full movie.
Austin
ever.
Powers, I love you.
Oh my god, it was the most irritating movie. But but entrepreneurship is about. I feel like we're never gonna get out of our comfort zone unless we take a risk, and then in that risk we get to grow. Like I got to learn with having this company was I got to learn patience. Patience does not exist for me. I want what I want when I fucking want it at that time, exact time. Like I will legit drive from here to San Francisco to go get one dining chair that was missing from my dining chair set because I need to have it that night when I go back to sleep. Like I'm legit so like I want what I want, and I will ruthlessly go get what I have to get. Like at any cost, I'm gonna get what I need to get. And for this whole year for me was. I'm talking about love life, career, working out. I mean, everything legit has been patience. Allowing life to unfold. Instead of me trying to control life, that this is the way it has to go. And it has to be this way. Da, 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 da. No.
I think patience for everyone is really hard.
Is it, you think?
It's a right to virtue.
I know some
Patience is a
people that don't
virtue.
do nothing.
Patience is
Patience
a
is
really
virtue.
hard thing. I mean,
It's a virtue.
I'm
Yeah.
very patient when it comes down to things, but I'm
You're
still
super
like,
patient.
I'm
She's so patient.
super patient.
She's
but
super patient.
I still like want what I want when I want it. Like it's
Right.
still a thing to me. So like patience is definitely a hard thing
Right.
to like work on.
Wait, you can't even sit still for very long, okay? You notice she's like, fit to the right.
But like relationship wise, if
Yeah.
we're talking relationship wise, I am very patient. Like super, I'm like,
Relationship-wise?
you'll figure it out. It's okay. I'm here. I'm waiting for you. Let me know. Like I'll be loving.
You definitely are very, very patient with relationships.
I would say with anything business wise, I was very patient. Like
Right.
opening up the gym. Don't get me wrong. I had my moments where I was like broke down and I'm like, what am I doing? This is so hard. I'm spending all my money. This is crazy. But this has like been a dream for me for like 3-4 years that I wanted to open a gym. The gym has always been my thing to do. And so like when I actually did it, like it was just kind of like when are trainers going to work here? When are people going to come in? Like,
Right.
who's actually going to get a membership? Do people like me like that? Will people like, so it's just like patience. And luckily, like, things have been very good at the gym that I have trainers there and I have memberships there. And I never thought it was like a real thing that people actually get a membership at my gym. Like, I honestly felt like during COVID, it felt like my gym, and I felt like I'm literally paying rent just for myself.
Yourself.
Yeah, I was like, this is my gym.
That's how I felt in the
I'm
studio.
paying rent. Yeah.
I got paid just for my podcast.
Yeah, this is
$5,000 a month for my podcast.
That's how I felt. I was like, I literally designed a gym for myself. Like, because I was the only one allowed to use it. So I was like, this is my gym. This is how it's going to be. Like, and I just kept telling myself that. And then eventually, like, slowly, like, people started coming in.
Yeah.
And, like, random people, like, people I don't even know, but that support me. And, like, I'm very grateful. But they come in, and I'm like, wow, this is an actual business. Like, I opened a business.
Someone paid me.
Like, I'm so grateful for every single member that comes in, even just to come like look at the gym and like support me. And they're like, I seen your transformation and I see you doing that. Like, it means so much because it was so hard. Like, it was so hard. Like, getting the business. Like, I haven't even got my license. I don't know where it's at because of COVID, because things are like all over the place. And apparently I renewed it without even having it. So I don't know how that happened, but I paid.
And where is it though?
That's business for you, apparently. But like, it's just so crazy. Like, I felt like opening up the gym this year made me become an adult. Not that I was an adult before, but I felt like very grown up, and it took me another level. Because I had a partner, and he was very supportive, but he was like, this is your gym, and this is what you're going to learn on your own. And he made me do everything by myself for me to learn how to become a businesswoman and to learn that this is my business. And he said I would appreciate it more if I did it myself. And in fact, I very much did learn how to become a businesswoman, and I know how much work I put into it, paper-wise, business-wise, and I learned that if I wanted it, I made it happen, and I did.
I love this. So there is a few stories that has to do with, I'm not sure if it's Starbucks or if it's IBM computers or Apple, but it talks about, or like the person that wrote Harry Potter books, but there's stories about like a few people who were like these crazy ass billionaires that or Pepsi or Coca-Cola or McDonald's, something. There's so many companies that have opened up in the middle of a recession.
Yeah.
Like
Companies always, usually people that are smart will invite companies that will thrive during something like that. Calamity, exactly.
Well, I don't know if it's during just but I know there's like a couple big name companies that it was during like the Depression, like back in the 100 days in cave days.
No.
You know, that people were like, I'm gonna create a business, and people were like, what the hell, like
what are
nobody
you
has
doing right
money,
now? Yeah.
da da da.
No, yeah.
And today, like those companies, like it might have taken them 2, 3, 5 years later, maybe even 10 years later.
They say when like the world at a standstill is when you create the most ideas.
And I get that a lot. People are like, you charge so much for your gym during COVID. You have this. And I'm like, this is my business, and I know what I put into it. The price is what it is. Yeah. You could either come or you don't. Like, this is my business. Like,
And your gym's
and I'm a small
beautiful.
a small business,
It's
just like
this
anyone
beautiful
else.
boutique gym. Like there's mirrors and there's chandeliers. Like it's a boutique gym for an elite group of people. That's her target audience.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't want to pay it, then don't work out, because I don't even think the other gyms weren't even
you
open.
can work out, just not there.
Go outside.
Go to the
in
park.
hot sun. Like do what you got to do. But I love that, because I feel like a lot of times I think old school thinking or people that live in fear, it's like, okay, well, it's COVID. I feel like a lot of people from COVID operated from fear. Like mindset of lack, of scarcity, or it's never going to happen. Fear that nobody wanted to take a chance on something different. Or like you said, like, you know, if somebody lost a job, like what is their dream? You want to make tamales for the rest of your life? Are you really fucking good at tamales? You know what I mean? Like maybe like, you know, like let's say my grandma was working as a sewer, you know, making sewer, what do you call it? Sewer?
Seamstress?
Seamstress. Sewer? A seamstress. So let's just say she works a seamstress, gets laid off. Like one person can think, oh my God, the end of the world. That's where all our monies come.
Or she can create her own business.
Yeah,
I feel
she
like the true hustlers came out during COVID because
Yeah.
they're like, what am I going to do to thrive? Like,
Right,
what
and
am
what
I
are
going to
we
do to
good at?
survive? And I know so many people during COVID that became so successful. So they're like, they didn't even know it was in them until this because
Yes.
it pushed them to do it.
Ooh,
And then now they're
that's a
so
good
successful.
one.
And I'm like, you would have never took this step if it wasn't for COVID. Like, you would have just stayed at your 9 to 5 and you would have been
Yeah.
getting paid minimum wage until this happened and everything shut down and you didn't have a job. You're like, what am I going to do? How am I
Right.
going to thrive? How am I going to survive? Then there's the ones that did and they succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know a few people that I'm like, wow, you are being so successful right now. And I support you and I'm still like working
Like
with you.
everybody, I think everyone in my circle, even everyone on my Instagram.
Okay, but your
following-
circle's different. Like, your circle is all like successful people and entrepreneurs
Well,
and like living the life.
Other than people that had money before COVID, I'm talking about like what we would call the 9 to 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
Those people, you know, like the 9 to 5 people. Like I'm finding a lot of them like opened up little clothing companies, little tamale companies. Another one has a empanada company. Another one has a cupcake. Like
Yeah.
things that they wouldn't have done. They were working 9 to 5 corporate jobs
Yeah.
before, and they're actually happier now.
Because they're doing what they love or
Yeah.
something that they like. And it's easier for them. They could do it on their own because it's their own business.
Mm-hmm.
Like my gym, I go to work at 10 because that's the time I wake up. I'm not going earlier. If you don't like it, get another trainer because I'm not opening the gym for you at that
No,
time.
there's times where I've had trainers in the past that are like, well, every time I have bills tomorrow at 6 a.m. I'm like, who's up at 6
6
a.m.? Awake though, right? You gotta be up at 5, have your coffee, right? Maybe eat a little bit, read the newspaper or something, driven there, took a shower, and you're still there at like 6. That's all
Even 10 a.m. is hard for me. I'm like, I gotta be there at 10. I'm like, okay, gotta wake up at 9. That's so early. 10, let's do
Right.
11. But I feel like 10 is a decent time. But I feel like most people that did achieve, like my eyebrow guy, he's so successful right now. Like, he would have never taken this step without COVID. And he is
Right.
making the most money. I see him traveling. His name is Hector, by the way, Hector Brows. He is amazing. And he used to work at a salon, and she was so mad, the salon owner, of how successful he was during COVID, because he just eventually was like, I don't need to go back to you. I don't need to work a 9 to 5. I don't need you to work minimum wage. He's like, I'm actually charging more than that, and these people love me, that they're still contacting me when things started opening up again. They were still calling him.
Okay, let me throw that in real quick. So this is what I the perfect example. I had a coach called Mr. Star when I played basketball in junior high. And I remember I didn't get chosen for basketball because of my skills. He told me, he's like, the only reason I'm putting you on the team, he's like, you work harder and put more effort and time. You're early to practice and you're the last one to leave on the
early.
week.
But you sucked.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, he said, but I didn't know how to play it, but I was determined to learn it. And then he was like, on the weekend, Saturdays.
Early, Teresa? Are you sure this is right for
No,
you?
I legit was early. Yeah, this is
Abel?
wait.
What do you think about her being early anywhere?
No, this was junior
So
high.
this was when I was very young. Before I
This
learned
is
that.
I did drugs and they fried my brains. Okay, you guys, because I swear after I got sober from drugs, my whole brain.
I hate it because I'm super early, and then even when I try to be late, it's still not late enough for them.
For me.
I know.
Like I'm
and
late,
I'm
and then
too.
they're still not ready. I'm like,
I'm a
I
punctual
came
person.
late.
Yeah.
Like I came
So
late
how
for you.
are the Lakers doing?
Lakers are actually doing great.
Are they really?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's fine.
Okay, so back to that story is. Yes.
Just tell everybody this is live and say hi to Jason Cowley.
Hi, Jason Callie. Everyone, we are literally live right now, downtown LA, 7-Eleven Media Group. We are here with Tanya. You know it. Tanya
Just
Maria
say Tanya.
Horrible.
Quinoa.
That was
My last
horrible.
name.
That was horrible.
Tanya
She's
Maria
killing it.
Quinoa.
She never can say my last name.
Quinoa.
It's okay.
I can't. I
It's
just.
Tanya Maria.
You know what? I
It's
can't
okay.
think of quinoa, like the little
Absolutely wrong. You're thinking about your friend in Hawaii. What's your name?
Keiko Tamaki.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know her name.
I sense a little jealousy right now.
No, none. But it's not.
A little.
It's not Quinona. It's Quinones. It's a whole other. Just Tanya Maria.
Oh
It's
wait,
fine.
is it Enya?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't know that.
Mhm.
Cause my Munoz. So I mean, Quinones. Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna say it different.
But
'cause
say
it's
Maria
Enya.
because it's my grandma's middle name, and I'm actually
My
getting my name changed.
grandma's name is Maria.
Yeah.
We have it.
I'm getting my name changed.
I'm like,
One
well,
of our
Maria's a very
grandmas
common
right
name,
here.
so you could chill.
No,
Okay.
it's not.
well, not
not-
Tanya Maria. Tina Marie, but not Tanya Maria.
Okay, so real quick. So back to what we were talking about is
You were on time basketball.
basketball. So Mr. Star, I remember him telling me, okay, he ended up putting me on the basketball team, right? But I didn't even know how to throw a basketball. He asked me to throw the basketball, and I did a. When you put a bucket, when you put it between your legs, and you throw it around.
The grandma toss.
Yeah, so that was how I started. Boom,
Not
heads.
acceptable. I was on varsity basketball. Not acceptable.
Wait, hold on. I ended up varsity basketball starter.
Wow.
Let me tell you why. Okay, so your
Like, I was a
story.
forward.
Your story was about. You said right before that. What were we talking about?
Eyebrows.
Oh, okay. So why? I'm gonna tell you right now why Hector's successful. So he always told me this. He said, "I'm picking you and I'm putting you on the bench." He's like, "But because you have so much heart, and you outwork everyone on the team who's even better than you." He said, "I'd rather have somebody with heart, and that will outwork somebody, than somebody who's just gonna sit there and do nothing." Hence, fast forward, I end up getting moved up from JV to varsity in one season, and they end up making starter by the end of the season for the championships. Okay. So I remember just like, I'm going to outwork anybody and I'll hustle and I'll grind. So with him, what ended up happening was he was at a job, right? And they paid him. But because he treated people so good, his customer service was amazing, but he was good at what he did.
Yeah.
And he did it, even though he was making, he was making minimum wage. He still did it with all his heart.
Yeah.
He still did it with passion. He still did it with excellence. So he got up leveled in his life because he did it with excellence. So whether you're a janitor, be excellent. If you're a baker, be excellent. If you're a cleaner, it's like the little things like that is what's going to up level you later on in your life. That takes one person to say, man, you are fucking amazing right there.
But I feel like 2020 made that happen to those people that are
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Like I said, like the true hustlers that became
Right.
successful. Like a lot of people that I know became even more successful. They made the most they've made ever in 2020.
Right.
And then there's also the people that were struggling, that it's a hard time. They watch our lives and like, how are you okay? How is this happening? And it's just like the intuition and the hustler deep down inside you that you're like, I'm not going to struggle. I'm not going to not have anything
Right.
that I want. So like I said, like these people had nothing. They were struggling before COVID. They were
Right.
making minimum wage, 9 to 5, and then all of a sudden COVID hits, and then they're making the most they've ever made, where they're going on vacations and they're traveling and everything's coming to them, and they're like, wow, this is even better than before my 9 to 5.
Right.
And that's me.
And me.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. I want to like acknowledge Hector and everyone out there who, like, you really took it to the next level. Like, you put your heart and soul, whatever your craft was, like, you chose to excel in it, to be excellent. And I feel like the world's lacking people doing whatever, even if, I don't care what your job is, do it excellent. Go up and beyond it, because at the end of the day, you don't know if the CEO might see you as a janitor over cleaning something, working extra hours, and him being like, who's that guy over there? Like, it's 10 o'clock at night. Why is he still cleaning? Oh, because he didn't finish.
The way I see it
What's
is
your
that
name?
if you're good at something you love, be excellent at it, because that's what you're going to end up doing for the rest of your life. Don't do something that you're trying to prove to someone that you work for because you're not happy. Like, do something you love and be excellent at it. Because, like, for him, he loves doing eyebrows. That's his
Right.
thing. He became excellent because he made it a thing. He made sure everyone looked amazing. He made sure that every single person is going to be like, wow, this is the
Right.
best eyebrows I've ever. But truly, I've never even paid attention to my eyebrows until he's done them, and I'm like, oh my god, like I don't even have my brows done, and they look
Yeah.
good. And so, like, I've never even paid attention until him, and that's why I keep calling him. Even when my eyebrow place opened,
Right.
I still contacted him. But I feel like if you work for someone and you don't enjoy it, I mean, don't be excellent. I mean, work hard for it, but like, you're not going to go anywhere if you're not happy. Like, be happy with your job.
I completely disagree with that.
Really?
I believe that no matter what a person does, you should be excellent, because you don't know what opportunities are around you.
I feel like you should be really excellent at what you love and make it your job. Like, fitness is my love. Like,
Correct. I
love
agree with
fitness,
that.
and I made it my life.
I agree with
like,
that.
it's my business. It's everything to me. Like, without fitness, like, I know people are like, how do you work out so much? Why do you work out every day? I'm like,
love it.
literally, it's
Yeah.
my love. I do it every single day. I need it for happiness. I need it for not to go through all these emotions of depression or anything that life has thrown at me. Fitness has been there for me. And opening up my own gym is like, I mean, it shows, like, I want this to be successful because this is what I love. This is what I do. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't want to have a 9-to-5 job. I don't even know when I had a 9-to-5 job. When I was like 18, like, I worked at Guess. Like, I never want that ever again. And I want people to do that. Like, you should work for what you love. Like, don't work for
I
someone.
totally agree with that part. Like, completely 100%. But what I'm saying is this part is a person who's not living their dream. I honestly, like, truly believe our vibrational frequency, the level of excellence that, the level of excellence we hold ourselves to,
Okay, I can see that.
we're going to take it into our next career. So if
I see both perspectives on this.
if I'm lagging and being lazy at one job, guess what? When I have
she's
my
not
own
saying
job,
that.
no. She just said if you have a
Not to
normal
be
job,
lazy.
No, she said don't do your best.
No. That's not what
She
she
said
said.
that.
No, I'm not saying like do bad at your job because
No,
you don't
but
like
she's just saying,
it.
no, don't go above and beyond when you know what you could be doing is
Yes,
for yourself
yes.
and being your own entrepreneur.
Yes.
Is what she's saying.
Correct.
Don't
That's the
go
same
above
thing.
and beyond
Once
for
you
someone
find out what
else's
you're good at,
career,
she's
someone
saying-
else's
But wait,
dream.
but why
Exactly.
not? But why not?
Because
Well,
you're waiting for the man.
Hold on, no. But it's not about working for the man. It's how you're living your life with integrity. That
I'm not saying not to be like
no.
depressed. I'm like still live a happy life,
She's
be
saying
positive.
don't give that good
I'm not
energy of
saying
like working
depressed.
hard, but
I'm
I
not saying
think
depressed.
that she's meaning just take that channel that energy of what you want to fulfill to the boss.
No, I
and get to
I
yourself.
completely get it. I get that
And
part.
work for
I
yourself,
get that
right?
part.
Like-
Yeah.
I
get
get
it.
that part. But
I mean, even when I had a
taking it
9 to 5,
to
I
a
wasn't
diff-
like
I'm
horrible at
taking it
it.
to
Right.
a different
You're still
level.
excelling.
Okay, no, I 100%. That is true. I'm just taking it to a different level of us as a human being. If I want to stand in excellent, I don't care if I'm the janitor. I can guarantee you where I'm the janitor at, I'm going to be the best janitor.
No, saying
Of
that.
course,
She's saying that.
I'm saying
No,
that.
she said, she goes, if it's not your job, you don't have to worry about being the best. Like,
No.
you just said that.
No, what I'm saying
she didn't
is
say that.
if you're working for someone, of course you still like me and personally, I always want to be better than everyone. Not that it's like a thing like, oh, I'm better than you, but it's like I want to stand out. I'm
Yeah.
very competitive with everything. I'm like, I want to be the best. If we're folding
It's like
clothes, I
running
guess,
away.
I'm like,
Yeah.
let me fold it. I'll fold
Yeah.
it better. Show me, I'll do it better.
Okay, so then I'm confused.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is like for you to like strive, like don't put so much your heart and soul into
Like
something.
once you find out, I think she was saying once you find out how good you are at something, and you know it, right?
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, how about you be your own boss?
Because like you can work a 9 to 5 job
Yeah.
and like
no, okay, wait,
work in
that's
the
not,
office.
I'm not, that's not what I'm talking about. I honestly, okay, if you have a career, you have a goal, of course you put it on. I'm just addressing the part where you said, like you just said, don't put your heart and soul into it. Get that part?
I
So-
think she just meant like
No, but
don't do like a 20-year plan in your mind about
Don't
what
like
you're doing
stick
right then
to
and
it.
there.
Yeah, like find
Yeah,
something you love
like-
and
like
put
be
your
your
heart
own
into
boss.
take the
Yeah,
risk.
yeah.
You
No,
know.
okay.
I think I understand what you're
Okay,
saying.
so maybe you're wording it incorrectly because I feel.
I mean, Tanya understands me, so maybe you're not understanding
I don't think
correctly.
Tanya understands what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like at the
I
end,
hear you
at the
too.
end of the day, like
You're talking about energetically speaking, you're putting the vibrations out there.
because I'm just saying,
get it.
like
I get both.
I get what she's saying. I'm not
what
saying
if-
I don't get it.
because-
Me too.
Because you got to remember, there's people around that are watching you. So let's just say, like, I'm trying to get to work in this big broker company, right? But, like, I don't have the connections to get in. But let's just say I'm working as a mail person.
Yeah. Which I did that.
Now, the mail
SVP
person,
commercial, shout
you want to
out.
network, you want to charm people, you want to get to know people, you want to stand out, and you want to be
Always,
the best.
no matter what job you're doing,
wasn't
you
know
should be
that.
But
the
you
best
just
out
said,
of it.
At 18
but
I
the thing is,
was.
you said do not put your heart and soul into somebody else's company.
What I'm saying,
She just meant because
okay.
once you find out how good you are at something, once you feel
No,
it,
I
you're
know,
like, oh my God,
I'm getting
so...
that, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. Can you listen to what I'm saying?
I'm listening to what you're saying, but you're,
Okay, I believe if I work for you and you have a dream, I'm gonna put that much heart and soul.
Yes.
Because I choose to be excellent in everything I do.
But what I'm saying, what you're doing is great, and you should do that for a company, but don't give your life to them.
Right.
Find
No,
what
no,
you
no.
love
I know,
and do the
no, no.
exact thing and take the risk to do it
correct.
on your own.
I didn't say give
It's
your
like what
life.
I did at MAC, babe. At MAC Cosmetics, I was there for 7 years. I gave my heart
Is anyone
and
else
soul.
getting what I'm saying or no?
No, listen. But let me just explain so that you understand that I do understand. I gave my heart and soul to MAC Cosmetics for 7 years. I never quit, never took a break.
Good. Okay.
Once I felt empowered, and I knew this is what I
Your
actually
strength,
really
what you
love.
love, what you can
Okay.
do. Yeah.
Because I love my boss. I love everyone that was there. However, once I knew how good I was, once I knew that my hands changed people's lives,
Right.
I want to take the risk and take my own world into my hands.
What I'm saying is that
and
most
become
people
a
don't
boss.
take that risk.
Okay. So
That's all
so
she's
that
able
has
to
wait,
say.
that has the distinction is that has nothing to do with at whatever job you have at the moment, be your best. That's all I'm saying. Get it? You're
What's not be
you're
your
talking about like
I'm just
whatever.
gonna let it go and agree because this is
No,
not
no, no,
gonna
no,
go
I'm not
anywhere.
agreeing. No, I'm just trying to make this a distinction. We're just.
No, I know. I get what you're saying. There's a
getting two different
difference.
things.
As-
Where I agree. I think everyone, like wherever you're at, like you should follow your passion, your dream.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if
But
I'm
whatever
not
you're
at the
doing, you should be
moment,
the best.
Yes,
I agree with
that's
that
it.
because
No,
I'm
she
very
did. No, but
competitive.
no,
I'm
she-
always like,
She said, "Don't put your heart and soul into it."
Meaning
what I'm saying
forever.
is don't give your life up
Forever.
to them.
No, okay, life is
Forever,
different.
to the
You
boss.
didn't say
Okay.
life. She get it. That's what I'm saying.
Kind of did though.
Yes,
At
I
the end,
did.
she did. Okay,
I get
that's why I
it.
understood it because I got what she was saying.
No, so that's what I'm just saying.
Just let go. You know her.
No. That's why I was trying to get the distinction. She said, just don't be good at whatever you're doing.
No, at the end she said it. She was like, "Don't."
Okay, at the end, she get it, but before that, that wasn't. That's why I was trying to get specific with her.
Okay.
Get it? But I agree. No, the life
Yeah.
thing I get. But she didn't say life at first. She said, "Oh, if you have never done, just don't be good at it." That's what I was trying to just
No,
make the
she wouldn't,
distinction.
because there's no way she would mean that if she didn't want you to be great later on your own boss. You can't be great if you're being sucky the whole time.
No,
and
I know, but
working
how
for
be an
someone else.
entrepreneur if you're not good
No.
at your own job.
Yeah.
No, correct. But I agreed with everything. But I was trying to make it a distinction because there's people watching who have regular
Like,
jobs.
it's getting heated right now. Like, I'm just gonna agree
How's
with
it getting
you.
heated? No, come on, no.
Because me and Tanya are saying like, yes, we
You know what
agree
this
with
feels
you.
like?
Wait, hold on, wait.
This feels like
I'm agreeing with
what's
you.
that show, babe? With
I'm agreeing. What the heck?
hold on, what's that
I'm
show?
like, we
with Whoopi
all
Goldberg?
agree. But right now,
I'm
you're
agreeing.
disagreeing.
No,
Like,
I'm not
Theresa,
disagreeing with you.
What's that show with Whoopi Goldberg and
The
all
morning
that-
show?
No,
Oh,
babe,
girls?
that's
The
a
View.
show. That's
The
an
View.
ABC. No,
The
the one
View.
with all the View.
The View,
That's what I felt
yes.
like we're all disagreeing
Yes.
in different ways. Where
Wait,
I
wait,
thought
wait, wait.
I heard her message, you didn't hear one part, but so you also heard the other part. So it's good.
So
it's healthy.
no, so my thing was I was trying to distinguish the distinctions.
Yeah.
Because there's people watching.
I get it. That's what I'm saying.
Right?
It's
There's
healthy.
people watching that the way you worded.
What do you think?
Don't
Okay.
the way you word the way you word it, don't do your best in your regular job can come off like to them thinking like, oh well, when I actually get my dream job, then I'll be a hustler. Get it? I feel like it would. It's
That's
gonna.
not
It's
what she's
gonna
saying,
allow.
because you wouldn't be able to excel at your current job if you
If
were
you're not
gonna,
even good at your own 9 to 5, if you're not good at
I
a 9
think
to
that
5,
there
then
was
you can't.
but I heard the point. It was weird. Anyways, let it go. Who cares?
Okay, yep.
Well, I'm trying to clear it up. 'cause I
And
don't
the
want-
point is that do what you're doing and be best at it regardless, but you just know how good you are to start your own business.
Just know if
Period.
you're going to be an entrepreneur, if you can't be good at a 9 to 5, you're not going to be an entrepreneur, so don't do it.
Right,
Like,
but
be
so
good
be
at
your
your
best
job.
at your 9
Yes.
to 5. Yeah.
Because you have
That's
to
all I was
earlier.
saying.
No, she was saying it earlier. She was saying like if once you realize how good you are, like
Yeah.
don't keep on working your heart and soul to the man. Like be your own boss now. Take that
Of
chance.
course,
Take a
yes.
risk. That's what she was saying.
Listen, I was just trying to make the distinction because it sounded
Take a shot.
different.
All right.
Refill.
42
Refill.
42 minutes. 42 minutes. Do you want to do your?
Yeah, let's close out.
your
No, we're
shout-outs?
good.
Yeah, let's close out.
I'll do a commercial right now. So, you want to pour that? Yeah. Okay. I wasn't even disagreeing with you. I just wanted to clarify
this
for
is the
everybody.
view, babe. This is the view.
the view.
This is the whole point.
This is what people want to see.
Yeah.
Exactly. People want to
Like,
see
I
like,
just-
different opinions.
I just felt, like I said, I just felt the words came out incorrectly because I know what you were meaning, but to people watching that have maybe a normal job are thinking, oh shit, well, I'm not leaving my dream job yet, so I'm not going to give my all. But that's why I was trying to make the clarity to support them, right?
Thank you.
Because you can't be a hustler, right? If you're not being your best at whatever you're doing anyways, period.
Yes.
There we go. So that was it. So that was where I was trying to like. So it came off when you were like, the first thing I heard. That's it. I mean, maybe later on I
you didn't hear. Yeah, you didn't hear the rest.
I think she just grabbed one word and then was like, I'm
her
stuck
mind
to
went
it.
blank.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happens to me too sometimes. I can grab one word and be like, oh, you
Thanks,
said this, that's it. No.
I'm like, that's not what I
because
said,
That's gonna be
because,
for other
like-
viewers listening, maybe they also grabbed that one word that
Yeah,
she
maybe
said.
they misunderstood,
And that's,
so.
and that,
Yeah,
and that's
that's
fine.
why I wanted to clear that part.
That's it,
up.
of course, because
It's like
there's
we
no
want-
way in
we always,
hell.
like,
we
we
always
always
say
want-
don't be good at your job.
I'm like, suck at your job because you hate
Fuck
it.
your boss, who
You know
cares?
what? Go quit right now. Flip them off because you're done. You're done.
Don't listen to Theresa. Do not flip them off. Please don't.
Just so you know, I did that when I used to work at McDonald's. I flipped the camera off
Did
because
you
they
really?
fired me.
Wait, did you see their French fries?
I ate their chicken nuggets.
Wait,
Chicken nuggets?
But, yeah, McDonald's.
When I used to work at McDonald's, I used to work at
Yeah.
McDonald's
I would
on
eat
Chicken
their
Nuggets Parkway.
French
Shout out
fries.
to them because I don't
I
like
love
you guys.
McDonald's.
So they try to fire me, but if they fire you, you get like workers' comp or
Yeah,
something like
of
that.
course,
So they're
they
like,
can't.
quit.
No, I'm not gonna quit.
They're like, quit.
No.
Cheers.
I
Okay,
love
you
them.
guys.
I love their breakfast. I don't
So
eat,
we're gonna
you know,
I
meat,
had
but-
I had the best crew,
Cheers.
like best night crew. Where's the
have my
chaser?
friend on the side, guys, so don't be jealous.
Okay, so 2020, what did it teach us? Okay, so 2020 taught me, huh? Oh, you
Are you
can
gonna
go.
pee?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
bathroom break? Just keep your legs closed.
See, what else did I learn? 2020. 2020 has been a year for me.
I mean, why don't you tell us a little bit? What did you learn 2020 about self-love and how much you love yourself and how empowered you are today?
I know most people know my life, and I've gone through so
No,
much.
honestly, this video,
2020.
people are gonna watch it 10 years and they're not gonna know your life story.
So 2020 has been like insanely crazy. Good, bad, emotional, loving, like every emotion you can feel, I felt in 2020 very strongly. Like it was a moment of like success, a moment of happiness, a moment of love, a moment of depression, sadness. I felt everything this year.
A kaleidoscope of feelings.
It was just a crazy hit for me, and just trying to figure it out and be strong and like tell myself that everything. I feel like most people would understand what it's like to go from being in a relationship and then being on your own and like opening a business on your own at the same time and trying to figure out who you are as a person all at once was insanely crazy.
What was the question? Sorry, I want to hear.
That was the question. She was telling us what she learned personally in 2020 in regards to her personally.
So it was insanely crazy for me because I got married so young. I felt like I didn't become the woman that I could have been. I wouldn't say I would have been different because I felt like I'm still that person deep down inside. But the person that I was with guided me to where I was. But to figure out like now who I am as a person, which I haven't like fully figured out, which I'm still learning on
You won't
my
ever
own.
figure it out.
We're always growing and
Yeah,
evolving.
always.
Every day.
When you think you know, it changes. You're like, oh.
But I feel very like strong and very independent, and I know this may sound like stupid, but like OnlyFans has like made me like so strong. Like I've made
Confident.
so much money from it that I'm like, I can do this. I can be on my own. I don't need to be dependent. Like, I don't need anyone. I am a strong woman and I can have my business. I could pay for my own place. I could pay for my own furniture.
Yeah.
I could do everything on my own. And I feel very strong and I love myself even more because of that.
No, I
And my family respects me even more. They're just like,
Wow.
you shouldn't be doing that. But they're like,
provide.
wow, like you are full on taking care of yourself. I never asked money from my parents. I've ever in my whole life, I've never asked them for money. I've been very independent on my own. But this year has really showed like a side of me that I can do this on my own with or without someone.
And I want to say how proud I am of you because I've known her now, right? And the whole time I've known her, I thought she was happy. And not until she left the relationship was the first time I ever saw her glowing. And I didn't know she didn't glow before.
Okay, but let me say, I wouldn't say that I wasn't happy. I had times that I was happy, but there was times that I was unhappy, but I was still very happy.
Right. Okay, so I'm just telling you what I've seen.
Yeah.
So not until you left a certain relationship is the first time you glowed. And I
told you.
and I didn't even know you didn't glow before that because I thought you were fucking amazing before that. I thought you were fucking amazing. You're my best friend. And not until the separate. And not until the separate.
What? Huh?
Okay.
Rewind.
This is 8 years of friendship here. What?
Cheers. But honestly,
Wow,
not
this is
until
my
you
best
left.
friend. Who would have known?
Not until you left the relationship, honestly, and you got your own place. And I'm never gonna forget. It was a morning. She was sitting in the car. She put on like a '90s love song, and she was like dancing. Mind you, how long did you know before that?
How long did we know each other? Or?
Before that,
Maybe like 3 years.
3 years. Not once did I ever see her sing or dance, ever, or smile. Honestly, I hadn't, unless she was with me personally or with like my daughter. That's it. But I never saw that. And she left this person. She's in the car going to work. She has her gym, and she legit got her cell phone, and she was like, "Da-da-da," and I was like, I've never seen her sing or smile.
Which has became a thing because now you copy my morning dances.
Yes, I do it all the time now. Because it's a whole vibe that I was just like, wow. Like, and I didn't even realize she didn't do that before. I thought she was amazing before that. And now I realize she went to a whole different level which I didn't even know she wasn't even there until she does it all the fucking time now. Like, and I think, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because it's something that I didn't see in you, and you're literally glowing. You're smiling. You're dancing. You're singing. You never did that before, and I didn't know you didn't do that before because I thought that wasn't who you are. But it is who you are because you do it every fucking day.
Every day.
All day long. All day long. So I'm proud of you for stepping into your power, for loving yourself so much.
I think because of the situation that I was in, and I married so young, that I never really became who I was supposed to be. And now that I'm single, like this is who I was before I met him. Like if you talk to my friends that I was with before that, like my best friends then, they'd be like, she's so funny, she's so silly, she's like this.
You were happy.
And then it just was different. Not that like he changed me, but like I lost them, so that hurt me. So it became like I don't want no friends. Like, which I didn't have any friends when I met my husband because I was just like, I don't want to meet anyone. Like they're gonna all break my heart. Like I'm a Cancer, I'm very emotional, so friendships are very deep to me. So they all broke my heart. So I was like, I never want another friend in my life.
How did they break your heart?
They left me, broke me, had to break up.
Did you break them? Did you,
Nope.
did you leave
Nope.
them or they left you?
No, they left me.
Why? How,
It was
Theresa?
one friend.
How,
and
Theresa?
one fallout.
How did anyone leave you when you, the one who got married and was with someone maybe that didn't want you, had from friends? How about they were heartbroken too? They lost a good friend like
the
yourself.
close friend I had at that time, I've known her since like junior high maybe. She just said our paths were different.
Because what?
Because our lives were completely different. Like she was like holistic and like all this stuff, and I'm like this like half naked girl, like go dancing or like showing my body. And then I got engaged, and like I never left her out. It was just like a completely different life. So she was like, I just can't handle it anymore. I can't support you anymore. This is not what I approve. So I mean,
Okay.
that's what happened.
That's
But
not fair. It's a different lifestyle.
it's a different lifestyle. I'm not mad at her. I'm not like,
But you're
fuck you.
heartbroken, though.
Of course. Like,
Why?
I was so sad. She was my best friend. It literally felt like a breakup. I was crying. My husband was like, this is crazy. But like for like a week straight, I was like crying. I was like emotional. I was like, what should I do? It was like a breakup for me. And it was very hard for me. And even thinking about it, like, we had so many good memories that
you guys can actually reconnect. Actually,
of
after a
course, I
while.
don't feel like we can. I know she
Yeah.
still follows me. I know we can still talk. Like my friends from high school, she still messages me. Like our relationship, I've known her like my whole life. Like,
Me and Deanne had a year break of our 8-year friendship.
well, I'm very stubborn
we
when it
needed
comes
to
down
grow.
to like if
We
you
need to
decide to
learn,
stop
like-
talking to me, you decided to stop talking to me because I'm not the type to be like, okay, like fuck you. I'm never that person. I'm
We didn't do that.
Well, I'm not the stubborn kind. Like, well, when it comes down to it, if you decide to leave me, like even D stopped talking to me for a while, and I still was there.
But
like,
she didn't. But she's not the kind of person to say, "I'm done with you." She won't. She'll just give you your space, and then it'll become
No,
larger
she was
space.
pretty done with me. She blocked me. She blocked. Like,
She what?
Yeah, she was pretty done with me.
Wow, I've never seen. Well, in our friendship, I haven't seen that side of her.
We didn't talk either. I didn't talk to you after the
Yeah, but you
incident
didn't
we had.
block me.
No.
I didn't even know you were angry until I had to figure it
Wait,
out.
wait, wait,
oh,
that's
it's
the
been
sad
6
part
months.
though. I didn't talk to her for a year, and she had no idea I was angry with her.
No, because I'd write you and you'd write back, but I'd be like, "Oh, can we hang out?"
No,
oh, you're
you
busy.
didn't even write me.
Yeah, you did. I did. I DM'd you and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm busy." I'm like, "Okay, I miss you. That's all," and I leave it alone. But if I knew you blocked me, I would have gone to your house.
No, I didn't block you.
I would have
I was blocked, no response.
If
I was, like,
if
completely,
you blocked me the
like-
way you blocked her, I would have gone to your house, pulled up on you like, because then I would have really been like detrimental for me.
But I didn't.
just thought-
I
just thought you were doing
didn't
your
have to
thing.
do that because I didn't talk to you. Period.
I DM'd you and you would respond.
Like, what would you DM me?
I miss you. I want to hang out with you soon. Okay, soon.
You really did it. You did it that year.
Should we go back?
Yeah.
I have a memory like an elephant.
Yeah.
Game deep,
Go.
guys. Game deep.
Please do. Please do. Because I know
Which
how
is
I
why
am.
I said, I'm like, I had no idea you were angry.
No, until like a year later, we talked one time, ran into each other, and I was like, "Oh, she's coming here." And I was like, "Okay, it's gonna be awkward."
Well, it's my best friend, Salon.
Yeah, and I was just like, "It's gonna be awkward." And she's like talking to me, and of course I was friendly, you know, like what happened.
you were
What
in
happened a
DMs.
year before, you know?
You're at
She's friendly.
55.
Okay.
Okay, it depends.
All right. Okay. So back to what we learned for
I feel like we
2020.
should just keep going. This is great. I'm having a great time
She's
right
like,
now.
I want to hear you guys fighting.
Like, keep
We
going.
didn't fight. That's the thing. We didn't fight.
But
I'm
she's
shocked.
saying that she didn't want to.
No, but you know, I get cold.
Yep.
I turn off.
She was
Period.
warm at the salon, warm on DMs.
That was
was
a year.
being
That was
fake.
a year later. I was amicable with her.
Because the first
And
time I met
likewise-
her after, like she started
likewise,
talking
I
to
was
me, it was
amicable
very
with you.
like I felt how cold she was. Like she was just like, and I was just like there. And then as like I was like just being me, she's just like, oh, like you're so happy. Like I still want to talk to you. And then I'm
Yeah, 'cause
still
I
like,
missed you.
and I'm like, you're the one that stopped talking to me.
Same.
Like I didn't stop
Same.
with you.
Same.
No,
She
but
came to the
our-
car with me. I was like, you want to talk?
But
She's
ours
like, "Yeah."
is
I'm like, "Really?"
different. I was actually upset with you. I wasn't upset with you. I was just
No,
hurt
you were
at the
just upset at the
situation you were with.
situation.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
But you, I was actually upset with you over what happened. We talked because we didn't talk.
I did you so many times. I'm like, I miss you when I hang out. Okay.
Because you even
It was
told
like-
me,
it
you
was-
said,
it was
I
less
had
than a
no
year.
idea.
Yeah, I
Okay.
had none. That's why I say, because if she was cold, I would have known.
Oh, I had an idea. Like I was blocked. Even
Well, blocked,
Jasmine
that's-
messaged me.
that's-
Jasmine's
that's a
like,
big
I
deal.
can't talk to you. My mom said I can't talk to you. And I was
See,
like,
that wasn't happening between us. See, if I were you, I would have gone to her house
But
and pulled up
it
on
was
her.
because we didn't want nothing to do with him, and we didn't want to watch anything that was going on with him.
I told her that
So
in
to
the car
protect
today.
everyone else, we all wanted
Theresa,
to
did
protect.
I not say it? I'm
we
like,
wanted to-
I would tell her, hey, if she's gonna be there with.
We all
'cause
wanted to protect our
wanna
own
know
energy.
her as her own, not.
Yeah.
So, anyways, and you know that when that phone call happened when you told her, I was like, oh, so proud of her, happy for you. Go on your journey. She's there to experience, and you're there. She's there for you to walk you through it too.
as much as
It's nice.
it's been like an experience to be like happy about, it's still not like a happy moment for me. Like as
It
much
will
as
be,
people
Lady.
are
It will
like,
be.
oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're doing it. Like it's been
No, but it will
very
be.
like
Well,
hard.
no,
It
can
will
I,
be.
Can I tell
I
you?
mean,
It takes a minute.
Okay, I filed for legal separation. I think when I was like 24, right? And mind you, I got into a whole new relationship, completely in love with somebody else, live with somebody else, and during that time period, he had this thing that I had to be legally divorced.
Yeah.
So we went and signed the papers. Not in love with Johnny anymore, because you know, like we and him don't even touch each other. We're not even like that. Nothing. Went to the attorney's office. I finished the divorce papers, and I was so fucking sad.
It's emotional. It's like
And
part of your
for
life.
sure, wait, hold on.
That's
But
why I
had-
said later on it
it
will be
had
happy
nothing
for you.
to do with him. Nothing to do with fucking Johnny. It had to
Not
do
her
with,
either. I think it's just
it
her
had
journey.
to do. No, it had to do with the fact that I had this dream. I'm gonna get married.
Oh.
I'm gonna have a happy
My
family.
therapist calls it the vision that you attach the person to.
So I felt like me signing this divorce paper was a failure. So it wasn't him I was crying over because I didn't miss him. It wasn't a fucking good relationship. It wasn't. Don't get me wrong. There's great, amazing things. You just yawned, brother. Wow.
It's been an hour. It's been an hour.
So
I
it
get it.
had nothing to do with like him. I mean, like obviously we had good times like that. You guys had good times, but the bad times, that shit outweighed the good times. So it wasn't him. It was the fact that I went to
I just
God.
feel like
I had this. Hold on. I went to God. I made the decision. We had a baby together. I'm like vowed to be with him together. That was like my little dream of what I thought was going to happen. I was sad about that. Get it? It was the event, not him.
The
Because he
therapist
didn't.
calls it attaching the vision to the person.
I mean, I understand that, but I just don't feel it like that. Like, I didn't have a vision with him. We didn't have, like, this
a family
thing.
yet.
Like,
yeah.
But
what,
still, you're
what
still
hurts
married,
me
supposed
is
to be
letting go
together.
of, like,
you were
as much
attached
as
to.
what he has hurt me and what he has done. Like, we've had so many good days. And
Of course.
so, like, that's
wouldn't
what
have married
hurts me.
him, of course.
Exactly.
But now it's your new life. Aren't you excited?
like, I love
She's
him.
glowing.
right. I'm like, you're
I
so
love
excited.
him.
every
And
day.
even after the
I
divorce,
still
like
love
I love
Johnny.
him. I want him to be my friend.
I
Like
still
I want
love
him to be in
Babe,
my life.
New
like,
life.
I still
New
love Johnny.
you.
Look at me. I still love Johnny.
You guys can be
But
friends
Johnny's
later
still in your
on.
life because you guys had a kid together. We have nothing holding
That's
us
not
together.
really like good or bad for her.
Trust
though.
me, in 5 years from now, you're not even thinking of his name. Trust
Exactly.
me. I get scared.
And if you
Wait,
do, it'll be okay.
do you even remember your boyfriend 5 years ago? No, I'm sorry, from 10 years ago.
I didn't really have a boyfriend
Okay,
before him.
your first boyfriend. You ever thought about him? No.
Not really.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. Trust me.
in
You
high
forget
school.
about them all the time.
But this
You
is
always
different.
will.
This is my husband.
Yeah, it's different.
So that's what I'm saying.
I think that in
It's
5
because
years
you're
you'll have
putting-
a better positive
yeah.
outlook.
The way I see it, like, even though he has done things that shouldn't be done in a relationship, he is still a good man, and I still love him very much.
Right.
And I would love him. I feel like I would love him always. Like, I want to keep a friendship,
Good.
which he doesn't want, but like
I would never want to keep a friendship with somebody like that. Ever in my life. Anyone that
that's
ever
different.
causes me harm.
But
I'm
you don't
different.
understand, like, when
I'm
I was
different.
happy, that feeling that I had, you know.
Okay.
I understand.
Next
I was
subject.
married. I was married for 8 years with the kid. You didn't
I
have a
wasn't
kid,
married. I don't
and you
know.
were married for 8 years. I know we're more than you would know.
59 minutes.
Get it? I get it. We had good times.
Well, we've been together the same amount of years. Just because we've been married 1 year doesn't mean that, like,
I was
it's
together
different.
12.
Like, we were been
12,
together.
married 8. But I'm just saying, that's what I'm just trying to make a distinction is we're allowed to be like, thank you for the good times. It doesn't define.
She is saying that.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not
She's
saying that
She's
I'm.
saying that she misses the
I'm
friendship
being
and everything.
Like
good
I
for
love
her.
him. He's my best friend. He
She's
knows
saying that.
everything about me. Like he's everything to me. But like I'm willing to let it go.
Yeah,
like
that's it.
the relationship isn't what it is anymore.
That's okay.
I
And
still
now-
love him.
But
Like-
I'm excited for your new journey, Theresa. I'm excited to see you grow as a woman. I like that you're on your own venture. I love that you have your new business. It's all happening for a reason. Like, you have to see it for what it is. Nothing in life is coincidental. It's all happening for a very, very grand purpose.
And your shit's unfolding so crazy this year.
Like, you should
You're
see-
manifesting
Yeah.
the craziest shit.
Yeah.
Everything you've been asking
Oh
for,
my God, so
you've been
emotional right now. I hate
getting.
being a Cancer. Stop.
The crab goes into her shell and she cries.
Here, let's take a shot.
Crying.
Let's
I'm
take
like,
a
I just
shot.
want to hide and just like go
No,
down.
this is good. Release.
Shot.
Cheers.
1 hour.
Okay, we're done.
Okay, so no, we're not done.
Not?
I didn't even get to talk.
She's like, cut it off. Show's done.
Wow.
She's like, bye.
I didn't get to say my voice side.
I thought you. Oh.
She has to do her commercial and like shout out everyone and stuff.
Well, that too bad I didn't get to say what I learned in 2020. Okay. Okay,
You
so
learned that Teresa's your best friend ever.
Okay.
she has a little thing where if she agrees not, she says, okay. And she holds it in. So now it's like a joke. So she don't agree, she's like, okay. Okay. It's just a joke. So we do that all day long. She's like, I'll be like, scrub my floors, Theresa naked. She's like, okay. It's just like a joke now. When you said that now, she's like, okay.
Okay.
Sure. Funny joke. She was showing me like some cartoon about it. Okay. Okay, so I would like to make an announcement, everybody. We are concluding the year 2020, and all of our sponsorships are now available. We have 4 openings for 2021. If you would like a sponsorship ad, please feel free to DM me, email me, contact me, and we will have your product placement here every single Wednesday, which includes my social media, which includes YouTube, a link down below in every single video, and it's there permanently, forever. And we know YouTube videos go back 9, 10 years. Okay, you're the best hookup ever. So we are changing sponsors. Please feel free to DM me, message me. We are about to up level this year and go bigger and better. We're looking forward to a new sponsorship. And what I'm going to take from 2020 is the biggest thing obviously I learned was patience. And what I want to say is which is something we've talked about, both of you, is I fell in love this year, which was a good thing, right? And
You know.
yeah, so I mean, for me, I'm looking at the good part, not the bad part. I was single for 2.5 years, right? 2.5 years. I didn't date. February of this year, I decided to start dating again for the first time in over 2.5 years, over another heartbreak. And I fell in love again, and it was an amazing feeling to be back in the groove of dating, to be back in love, and to have somebody here tell me I love you again. Like, it legit put me on this groove where I'm I'm ready for the next one. Like, let's go. I'm in the dating mood. Like, I'm in the loving mood. I'm in the next level mood. And I wasn't there for 2.5 years, almost 3 years now. So I'm really proud of myself. I feel like I have this little glow now, which I didn't have the last 2 years. 'Cause I was just grinding, working. I didn't work out. I think I gained 15 pounds, which I lost this year. Thank you to Theresa. If you guys are following, she did all the work. I show up all the time. I'm there. But this has been an amazing year for me in that sense because I feel work's always been easy for me. Family's been amazing. Every area of my life, legit, it's been easy. I've worked so hard. I'm at the age where I'm at. The only area I was struggling was in love. So this year, I'm feeling great when it comes to being playful and loving and caring and kind. So that to me is my lesson that I'm taking. I'm leaving on the bad side. Not that bad shit didn't happen.
I just want to say, stop playing games. Everyone that's playing games, just be real.
Ooh, oh. Well, hashtag 10 different names right there.
Hashtag every single person that's playing games. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so we are concluding 2020 in gratitude. I'm going to say the top 3 things I'm in gratitude for. I'm going to have you say it, and then you say it for 2020. I am in gratitude that I learned to love again. I am in gratitude that I'm learning to be patient with my new ventures, with my new company. And the third one, I'm so grateful that I got back in the motherfucking gym. I'm back in shape. Super excited.
Theresa?
I would say that I am very grateful for learning who I am as a person because I felt like I never really learned that since I got married at 20. I am also grateful that I know that I can be a businesswoman and be strong and independent. And I'm also grateful this year. I've already been a mama's girl, but like this year has made me so much more a mama's girl. I've been taking care of her like so much more, showing her self-love, showing her that she can be so much more than what she is now. And that means so much more. I would say that means more to me than having my business, than anything, that my mom is happy and loving herself.
I'm killing it.
See?
That's it. I'm killing it.
She's like, I'm good. Okay.
I told you guys all in the beginning, like my family and I are closer than ever, so I'm grateful.
So just say 3 things. Go.
Okay, I'm grateful that my family and I are closer than ever. I'm grateful that I'm killing it in my business. I'm grateful that I'm still developing and growing my skincare line. That's it.
Yes. Okay, everybody. We love you guys. We are going to 2020 at Bosses, Boston.
2020.
Next level. Shit, bring on that billionaire fucking extra comma behind our bank accounts. We love you guys. Subscribe. Forward this to someone who needs to hear it.
Bye.
Until 2021.